Tonight, hit-run horror, a 23-year-old man killed in Hastings. Police now investigating whether it was a deliberate act.
Panic at the NGV as climate change protesters glue themselves to a priceless Picasso.
An election promise to slash the cost of public transport to just $2.
An 8-year-old injured in a police car crash fright.
New trouble for the Melbourne Royal Show, a worker injured by a runaway bull.
Thousands walk in honour of Olivia Newton-John.
And exclusive pit lane access after a thrilling race at Bathurst.
Live from Melbourne, 7 News with Mike Amor and Rebecca Madden.
Good evening. A young man has been run down and killed in front of his friends, with detectives tonight investigating if it was a deliberate act of payback.
The accused driver sped off before eventually handing himself in, prompting a homicide investigation in Hastings.
Emotional friends and family rally to remember a 23-year-old killed in a hit-run. Detectives are now investigating claims he was mowed down in an act of retaliation.
I heard the car physically thump, a really big thump, and that's when I knew someone had got hit. And then I heard two people go, "Oh no," and they screamed at the top of their lungs.
A neighbour recorded audio just seconds after last night's fatal collision. 7 News understands a white Holden was driving past a group of mates on this Hastings street when an altercation broke out.
There's a lot of shouting up and down the street.
Just some blokes walking along, and then all of a sudden I hear a car. It didn't sound like it slammed its brakes on or anything, just a car driving, and then people screaming.
Police have been told the car sped off but returned moments later, ploughing into the victim. The driver didn't stop.
I heard the mate of the guy that passed away crying, saying, "They've killed my mate. They've killed my mate."
One witness says some of the victim's shocked friends immediately sped off after the car but soon returned. Neighbours say they tried to console them but were shrugged away.
I heard the guys come back and say, "Did you get him? Did you get him, mate? Did you get him, mate?"
A 34-year-old man surrendered to police a short time later as colleagues went door to door at the scene. The complex investigation continues tonight as police, after 20 hours after the young man was killed. Now, the accused driver is still being questioned by detectives from the homicide squad tonight, but it could be several more hours before any charges are laid as detectives look for more witnesses to this tragic collision. Beck?
Rochelle Brown, thank you. Climate change protesters have glued their hands to a priceless Picasso, sparking an evacuation at the NGV. Jodie Lee has the latest. Jodie, this painting was specifically targeted by the protest group.
That's right, Beck. The pair glued their hands to Picasso